from Change News.
Good day, I'm Amanda Kumalo. A look at the leading stories. National Heroes Acre expansion approved. In business news, youths in business speak on illegal sanctions. In regional and international news, Germany tourist killed in South Africa. In sports, government rescues take money, big fight. The news in detail. The National Heroes Acre will be expanded with 104 additional graves to take its carrying capacity to 299. Cabinet yesterday approved the proposed designs for the first two of the extension works. Presenting the post-cabinet media briefing, Information, Publicity and Broadcasting Services Minister Monica Mutsvangwa said government also directed the Ministry of Home Affairs and Cultural Heritage to spruce up district and provincial heroes acres and refurbish other heroes monuments outside the country. She added that the National Shrine will also have a Zimbabwe Liberation War Museum that documents Zimbabwe's colonial and liberation experiences, including individual contributions of the heroes and heroines buried at the shrine. Farmers in Matabeleland South have started harvesting wheat as the province moves towards enhancing national food security. Government under the Second Republic is targeting transformation of rural and urban economies through enhancement of food, nutrition, markets, and jobs using value chains as a means of achieving prosperous, inclusive, diverse, sustainable, and competitive agriculture sector. Zimbabwe envisions to be an upper middle-income economy by 2030, and agriculture is critical in the attainment of the vision, with the sector targeting to become a 8.2 billion economy by 2025. This year, Matabeleland South has 2,286 hectares under wheat compared to last year's 1,158 hectares. The increase has been attributed to various strategies which have been implemented by government and its partners, as well as buy-in from farmers. Government has cleared the passport backlog, which had reached close to 180,000 following the introduction of e-passports. President Mnangagwa launched the new secure electronic passport in Harare in December last year, before the program kicked off in January this year. Backlog had reached 176,000 owing to faulty machines, shortage of passport printing paper before the Civil Registry Department partnered a Lithuanian company to process e-passports. Between January and August, 140,000 passports had been issued and the remainder was processed in the last 2 months. In an interview in Victoria Falls, Home Affairs and Cultural Heritage Permanent Secretary Mr. Aaron Nepera said work is underway to open more provincial and district e-passport offices countrywide. Moving on to business news. Youths in business said they will not be deterred by the illegal sanctions imposed on Zimbabwe by the Western countries, but will instead seize vast opportunities availed by the Second Republic to exploit the country's vast endowments. Under his administration, President Mnangagwa has opened the door for youth participation in all sectors of the economy. Opportunities for the young people have been availed in mining, agriculture, tourism, and other sectors as the nation works towards becoming an upper middle-income economy by 2030. As outlined in its 2018 election manifesto, the ZANU-PF-led government continues to facilitate youth empowerment, education, and skills development. In regional and international news, a German tourist was killed Monday in South Africa by gunmen who intercepted his car near the large Kruger Park Game Reserve, police said, suspecting foul play. 4 German tourists were driving to the Mdluli Safari Lodge, a luxury lodge about 15 kilometers from the northeastern Kruger Park, where they were intercepted by 3 armed men who demanded that they open the vehicle doors. Initial investigations show the driver then locked the doors and one of the suspects then shot him in the upper body through the window, and he died on the spot, the police said. The assailants then fled in their car without taking anything from the tourists. And finally, in sports, the government has stepped in to rescue Kudakwashe Tekmani Chwandire's World Boxing Council interim super bantamweight title defense against the challenger Zulina Munoz of Mexico. The bout had initially been scheduled for last Saturday at the Harare International Conference Center, but it had been in doubt after promoters Delta Force Academy failed to put resources together. Chiwandire was risking losing the belt without throwing a punch, given the fight had also been postponed from August 27 due to the same reasons. But the government yesterday intervened to save the situation, with the Zimbabwe National Boxing and Wrestling Control Body confirming the development. That ends this news bulletin.
Voice of Change News.